Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the Greadio R10 AM, FM, Bluetooth, MP3 Player, Shortwave portable radio with ambient music and noise. Interesting. This retails on Amazon for $38.61. I have links below. Currently, it's on sale with a $10 off coupon, bringing the price down to $28. That's amazing. So if you like this radio, yeah, definitely check out the links. So let's look at it. FM, AM, shortwave radio. Here's the box. Some information on one side. We'll go to the other side. We got some bullet points. TF card, USB, Type-C, alarm clock, speaker. Nice. So let's go ahead and check out and see what you get in the box. All right, so we get the star of the show, the R10. Cool. As you can see, it's got a foldable handle. It's got cool enclosure, speaker and a baffle. It's got multiple buttons, digital display, and a nice volume control. It's pretty sleek looking. I like it. So there we go. We get the radio. We also get a charging cable, USB to Type-C. Very handy. In white to match. Beautiful thing. We get a card. Thank you for your purchase. There you are. There's an email, which I emailed them about this radio because it needs a few changes. And then if they change it, maybe I'll get a second radio and we'll do a follow-up. But as it sits here, you might still want this radio, and that's why I'm reviewing it. Radio. Awesome. Okay, and I think their manual, I have it over here, opened up. So I'm just going to kind of go really quickly through it. As you can see, it says user manual, and it's this big, long chart here. So we'll just quickly go through what it can do. So the buttons I'll try to cover, but in case I miss something, there you go. It's all right there. There you go, mode switching. It's got an LCD display, which is nice and shows you the battery. And over here, shortwave radio, which we're not going to go into too heavy because that's where it's weak, and we'll talk about that. And you can see right there why it's weak. On this particular model, they talked about changing it, which is good. It says each press changes the frequency 50 kilohertz. That's not a misprint. Yep. A lot of you going to be like, what? Yeah, wait and watch that. Bluetooth. There you go. Micro SD card, USB. This thing is just a monster on sound, by the way. I love it. On the back of the radio shows how it's designed. Of course, I'll show you. You can wake up to radio or buzzer. Okay, with the alarm setting. And over here we have specifications, Type-C charge. They say 3 hours to charge the internal battery, which is 2,000 milliamp hour. And it runtime about 7 hours. I imagine if you turn the radio down, you'll probably get longer runtime. Specifications, you can see the coverage for shortwave, AM, and FM. WN means white noise. Got 8 different tracks. Bluetooth 5.0. You see a little bit more stuff there, as you can see. Okay, so it's pretty basic, and we're done with this manual. That easy. All right, set that aside. Let's get to the radio. Yeah, definitely. So let's go over dimensions of the R10. Okay, we have a length of 6 1/4 inches. We have a height of 4 3/8 of an inch. That includes from the bottom feet to this top volume knob. Then we have a case depth of 3 1/4 inches, which includes this FM antenna to the front speaker grill there. Nice. So it's a chunky radio. It has great audio. When I show you a picture, I'm going to flash a picture up here in a little bit. You'll see that how it's designed. This is actually like a baffle system. And when this front piece comes off, it's very easy to get into the radio. And this is protected by a black box on the back side, so you get some really nice space from this radio. And this is the baffle right here. So yeah, let's do a size comparison real quick. I usually bring out my usual culprits. We have CC Pocket in the house. It's 12 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. It's pretty good for AM tuning at night. And then we have our shortwave radio, CC Scatwave, give you an idea. And last but not least, if you don't have those radios, we have a deck of cards. Oh, it's Iron Man. Yeah. He's the man with the master plan. He loves Greadio radios from China land. He's the master man who loves to tune it faster than you, man. He's the Iron Man. Yeah. I make up my lyrics as I go. He wings it. Oh. I don't know. I have too much fun with that. Okay, as you guys know, I have one guy who comments, I'm here for the Iron Man, and I watched the review second or something like that. I'm here first for Iron Man. It's hilarious. All right, so let's go over features of the R10. It's a cool radio. If you look real quick here, it's just all hard plastics, no soft touch, which is nice. Happy they did it that way. We have this like faux handle. It comes off from the factory and you snap it on. It's a one-way trip, but it's easy to take the handle back off because it's easy to get in the radio to pop those rivets back out. But it's nice to have. Better than nothing, right? Handles are good. Front of the radio, we have about a 2.25 inch speaker here. This is a bass reflex diaphragm probably right here. Extra, it's a real low end sound. FM AM shortwave radio, PLL digital. Okay. Bottom has affordable rubber feet. It's nice because this thing really shakes. You need that. Top of the radio is really cool. As you can see, right now it's in clock mode. You can have it where there's no clock mode showing. You can press and hold this power button. And then it's still keeping track of the time. It's just not displaying it if you really want to save power. So we'll turn that clock back on by long pressing. Volume control, nice smooth, kind of chrome knob. I like that. Nice touch. It has a premium look and feel to it. Buttons are pretty simple. We have a mode button that takes you through a ton of modes. FM, AM, shortwave, Bluetooth, SD, USB, white noise. You name it, it's there. Tuning. We have incremental tuning down, incremental tuning up, browse tune down, browse tune up, and of course, rewind, track back, fast forward, track forward. Very simple. Pause, play, and auto scan and save. It also has a way to manually enter presets, even though I don't think they mention it, but I learned that it does do that. You press it, the little memory light flashes, and you can change where you want the position with these buttons here. You get 29 memories per band, giving you a total of 87 presets on the radio. Once the presets are saved, you can access them by these M+ and M- keys. Notice the symbols, they don't really mean anything. Just use these as your navigation for your memory. That's all you're going to use them for. It's supposed to be a system or a menu, and I couldn't find it. It's not in the manual. It's not on the radio. So it might be for a future upgrade. And of course, I mentioned your pause play for your Bluetooth MP3. Pretty self-explanatory. Over here, you can set your alarm. Turn it on. Alarm symbol shows up. Turn it off. It's a good thing. And of course, power. You can, like I said, long press off. Long press takes you to your clock mode, and tapping it again turns on the radio. And we're on the radio mode. So we're going to press this off just so we can keep going. Okay, so you saw the handle here. Again, full leather strap. And we'll go to the back here. Quickly going over the features. There's your thumb drive setup. You have your micro SD card, which is nice. It's flush. Doesn't stick out. We have a headphone jack. It's no hiss on it, which is nice. But unfortunately, no stereo playback at all on any mode. But it is both ears, though, which is nice. Expect on FM, Bluetooth, and MP3 playback, strong lows, light mids, which is interesting, and moderate highs. So it's a little thin on the mids, which first time on most radios with headphones. Still sounds good, but it's definitely heavy on the low end and bright on the highs. When you go to AM or shortwave, it changes to a nice neutral tone. So it's actually nice to listen to AM radio on this with headphones. Here's your Type-C jack, 5 volts, 1 amp in. Again, 3-hour charge time, 7 hour of playback. Now we got our antenna here, FM shortwave. You can see pivots, and it extends out to 26.5 inches. Beautiful. Fits right in that little notch there. Now it takes 5 screws. Okay, and I got a picture coming up here. I took the 5 screws out, pulled it apart, and this is what's inside. As you can see, the battery is replaceable. It's an 18650 protected flat top, it looks like, and it has a wire pigtail coming off, plugging into the board. You can probably find these batteries online or make or build your own. Some people even try to fit a larger battery like a 21700 in there. Just take care and do it proper to replace your battery, but it is possible if you're technical advantage and you know how to solder, or if you have to change a wire or two. It's pretty simple if you know what you're doing to change the battery, so that's a good thing. Just not user-friendly for the person who doesn't have any idea how to do that. And you can notice the little ferrite antenna in there for AM reception. It's great at night, but it's not so great during the day, and I'll talk about that. All right, back to the bench. Yeah, so you got to see the inside of the radio. It's pretty cool. It's built really well. A lot of room in there, but most of the room's taken up by the baffle of the speaker, just so you know. So that front to back depth is used up by the speaker baffle that you'll see when you take apart your own radio if you do. But it is cool that you can change the battery if you so feel. You just have to have some technical expertise. All right, great. So I'm going to talk about FM reception, and we'll turn this on and go through what it can do audio-wise and, yeah, demo it. So FM reception report, I always like to go through this. I rate it on a 5-tier method. A lot of you guys already know this. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. Common, old school analog radios such as this, non-digital, they get about 50 stations and an okay to good rating, 2.5 stars. So that's average for an older radio. Modern radios get about a 3-star rating. This particular radio scored a 4-star rating, a very good rating, finding 80 stations on the dial. I slowly tune through. I make sure there's no tropospheric ducting or e-skipping to affect the result on FM. And yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I found 80 stations, so I give it a very good rating, 4-star. And then selectivity was 4-star, very good, because I was finding faint stations right next to strong stations, which is pretty difficult in my area, because I have some pretty strong boomers by Chicago, and I was able to pick up faint stations out of, say, Rockford or Wisconsin. So it's just absolutely amazing. Loving it. So FM radio all the way. This thing rocks for an FM radio. So yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on. And we'll start with a demo off the micro SD card. Now just remember, with the micro SD card, I noticed with this radio, sometimes it remembers your track position, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to recommend that just play smaller tracks with it. Don't rely on long tracks remembering where it starts and stops. I found no good way to repeat the method, so leave it at that. Just play small tracks and you'll be fine. If you're playing long tracks, no more than a half hour, because it may or may not remember where you were at in that track. It remembers the track where you're at, but not the position in the track. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Long press, not short press. There we go. Short press is nice so you can see the clock. So just short press it. Again, turns it on. Okay, so we'll change the mode. Here we're shortwave. Here's our music mode.
Bluetooth mode.
Bluetooth mode.
Micro SD mode.
Bruce is Dr. Watson and Tom. Look.
So we gotta go in the wrong way.
Look.
As you can see, I'm track backing now.
Seven,
There we go.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
So I'll run this demo for a few minutes. So it's YouTube royalty-free music. Let's see, I have some old-time radio on here. We'll fast forward. That's one good thing. It has a fast forward that goes pretty good.
Eddie, stop gold bricking. We gotta clean up the place now. Get up there on the ladder and sweep that big spider web off the ceiling.
Got news for you.
What?
That spider web is the ceiling.
Well, cut the jokes and get up on the ladder, and while you're up there, scrape the dirt off the walls.
All the dirt?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, start a landslide?
Sounds like a B-29. Maybe I'd better try shaking him. Raymond, wake up! Raymond, it's morning. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Raymond, the house is burning down. Yeah, I know. I'll tickle his feet.
Fun. So that's the SD card. They give you an idea. It sounds really good with old-time radio. I like it. So there it is. Very basic. You can pause it, of course. So let's go ahead and go through their modes. Let's go to the white noise mode. All right, so FM, AM, shortwave. Okay, so let's go to the first one. Play them. Of course, we probably have this really quiet. You can get it pretty quiet. Tropical rainforest. Most of us hear this at night. Crickets. Some meditation chimes. That's the last one. It's 8. There you go. Cool. So that's built in. It's not on the SD card. It's built in with the machine. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and from here, let's go do some shortwave so we can pick up. Now, with the shortwave, I emailed the company. Yeah, the 50 kilohertz stepping, I don't know what they were thinking. I think they just made a mistake. So they're going to correct it and do 5 kilohertz stepping on it. When I get that version radio, I will do a follow-up. With the shortwave, I'll do a shortwave band scan, and you get to see what it can do. But it's actually pretty good with shortwave. So I just hooked up an antenna wires, about a 12-foot wire goes to my window. I'm in a subfloor basement, kind of helps give me reception. We're going to leave it on for shortwave and FM. So let's go ahead and change to shortwave here. Okay, so we don't want to hit the power button. Mode.
Bluetooth mode.
Not doing Bluetooth.
US.
Let's go to shortwave. And let's browse down. See what we pick up. As you can see, it's tuning really fast. There's Cuba, 6 megahertz.
I know there's a lot of chatter going on the internet and media sources, but there's no just chatter going on here. What's going on is the end of the world. And the things that are happening.
So at least you can get the time signal, but this 50 kilohertz stepping, you ain't gonna find much. Even with the coverage it has is pretty good. It's just, yeah. Top of the hour. And of course, yeah, we're not gonna find anything up there. So that's it. You're only going to find a few stations because of the 50 kilohertz tuning. They're going to change it.
At 0400 UTC on August 23rd was 1.67. States right off.
Okay, so that's it. So if you're looking at this thing for shortwave, wait till I give you the okay. I'll have a new video that says 5 kilohertz version or something like that for shortwave. So if you're buying this for shortwave mainly, then yeah, you want to wait until they get a refresh. But for FM and AM, it's not bad. So let's go ahead and yeah, actually we'll go to FM. FM tuning, yeah, we're gonna do it.
USB mode. Open to the public.
Okay, FM, I'm gonna disconnect this because actually, you know what? Memories. Let's see where I'm at memory-wise. There we go. This starts at the bottom of the band. Okay, let's see if we can tune down. So this tune's normal here. And we'll go through the band. We'll browse it.
And I had parishioners say, Jeff, the way you celebrate, you believe this. You believe that this is
and describes the practical implications for us today. You can listen to Chuck's message at praiseandworshipchannel.org.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life...
And he'll be back with us later on in the program.
Newsday on the BBC World Service, coming up to 20 minutes past.
To a righteous man like David for doing a righteous thing for Nabal, and the Bible...
I call to them, they stand forth together.
God of wonders beyond our galaxy, you are holy.
It's Wayne D checking in.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio music.
Mind-blowing contest.
$20,000.
You nasty twin.
I don't care. Round here they call me Big.
Como la ve mi cámara.
Survey and much more.
Eddie V and Hannah B, 3 to 7, afternoons on Star.
Do you know what brand sells the most work shoes in America? Skechers. What? Skechers.
Okay. Excuse me, will you, Dad?
Oh, sure. Whenever you're free, stop back and we'll figure out some more places I don't want to go.
Old time radio at 105.9 or 780 WBBM, Chicago.
Now what's the matter? You're supposed to have him out of here. It's 7:45.
But he won't go.
Song.
Dni tygodnia, który jest niesłowiański. Skąd więc się wziął?
trabajando las 24 horas del día prácticamente porque...
Okay, so we're pretty much done with the FM and shortwave. To give you an idea, it's pretty simple. FM is where it shines, definitely. Cool radio. If it's $26, I'd say it's a winner for sure. I mean, give final thoughts before I even got to the AM band. Now, AM band during the day, it's good for locals and maybe one or two semi-locals. You will pick up some birdie tones. But in the evening, I was picking up New York and stuff, so it wakes up in the evening. So let's go ahead and we'll go through the band here. Let's see what I got for. Do I have any saved presets? I don't know what I have here. Let's see. Get to the bottom. There we are, bottom of the band. Go through really quick.
Mayor, we can possibly imagine. So he says, you're a disaster.
Yeah, high pitch whine. It's coming from the internal.
Disaster.
You could probably reroute that antenna and possibly get rid of that.
I want to bring in next order.
Divination, astrology.
Red Sox 3 gets a Verlander in Kansas City.
Or the Sun God, Sol Invictus.
It's picking up quite a bit tonight. Milwaukee. CFCO, Chatham, Ontario. Wow, I'm not going to give you distances, but if you guys watch my videos, you know where I'm at. It's about 300 miles. There's Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles south. Yeah, this is great at night.
From vintage vinyl to the old-time greats, you're listening to WSM Classics.
Wow. A hint of WFAN, New York, New York.
White Sox. And we're going to hear some more audio from our post-game.
670 the score, WCR, Chicago.
Somber moments.
Information in North America. Remember to visit fleetowner.com every day for the
WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles east.
Newsline, their free email newsletter, and subscribe to Fleet Owner magazine.
We're having this little chat Thursday night. I think I'm having Steve Probst on. Let me make sure here.
720 WGN, Chicago.
That's right, 10 p.m.
Zoomer Radio is CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles northeast. WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles southeast.
That may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the
okay, maybe it wasn't. I think it was 760. Coming in like a local, this is WJR, Detroit, Michigan. About 270 miles east.
Offers a price protection guarantee.
Position of Desert Mountain Energy. This helium highlight mist has been sponsored by Desert Mountain Energy. U.S. trading symbol DMEHF. And in Canada, DME. Web address desertmountainenergy.com. The preceding may contain forward-looking statements which may not be realized.
Hey, cousin, the Beatles say, and likewise, money can buy this opportunity. So more for you to be my special gift. 77 WABC is giving away.
There we go. I heard the call letters. WABC, New York, New York.
How would you like to go to bed? Right now.
Holy cow, Dad. All I said was...
Father, we're supposed
WBBM, Chicago, old-time radio.
We haven't done anything like that all winter.
We're almost done here. Just want to give you an idea. You do get some, like I say, spurious tones. Mixed. There's some there.
And he produced 4 books in all.
I can't hover around here, but this is Coast to Coast AM, Louisville, Kentucky, WHAS, about 300 miles that way.
We don't understand it.
And he said that he was thinking about what LeBron did to Gilbert Arenas. Can you tell?
KOA, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles to the west. Nice.
Remember that LeBron basically came up to him and said, you better...
toujours été très inventif comme ça. Non, mais c'est admirable. Puis je disais dans les notes.
CJBC Toronto. A couple more stations and we'll finish up. WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana. 870 miles south. Nice. WCBS, New York, New York. Okay, we'll call it there. Go ahead and turn this down. Oh, just heard it.
Construction startups in Queens, especially busy on the Van Wyck both ways. They can travel into Atlantic Avenue. Only one lane open each way there. They're working on the Long Island Expressway, eastbound construction by the Clearview.
Okay, you get the idea. There it is. Cool. So that's the Greadio R10. Does it get an upvote? If it was just this, yeah. For $26, it's not bad at all. Shortwave is people that have that, they're going to want the 5 kilohertz stepping. Yeah, it just makes sense because I don't know what happened there. Whoever designed that made a boo-boo. Did the tuning segments wrong. Didn't understand what they had. So yeah, I wrote them. I hope they're going to correct it. And when I get a new radio, I will do an update. But as a feature of this radio, I really wanted to show it now. So in case you wanted to pick it up for the FM or the AM, you got it. So, and you like the white noise, you like the MP3 playback, you like the way it sounds. Great sound out of it. Plus you got a Bluetooth speaker here. It's all portable, all self-contained, and the battery can be replaced if you know what you're doing. So that is cool. I'm glad it's not some weird flat pack thing or something goofy. I figured it would be something simple, and didn't look too bad. So there it is, the R10. It gets a maybe vote because of the shortwave. At $26, definitely, if you're going to want an FM AM radio, it's not bad at all. So hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you did. 2, if you like Greadio radios and you want to see more, hit the subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified. And 3, comment below what you think about the new R10. Something you're considering. If it has 5 kilohertz tuning and shortwave, are you definitely going to consider it? Remember, it is an alarm clock radio too as well. And it's stylish. I like the way it looks. All right, you let me know. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.